Welcome to Yarra Sculpture Gallery. I would like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri people who are the traditional custodians of this land. I would also like to pay my respects to the elders, both past, present and other Indigenous Australians watching today. I'm excited to present 6 visual artists who have just completed the summer residency program here at Yarra Sculpture Gallery in collaboration with Arts Access Victoria, supported by the City of Yarra and their Create and Engage program.
Hi, I'm Nikki Wilson from Melbourne, Australia. I'm a visual artist. In this projection, this video installation, I'm exploring the concept of memory. Who are we when our memories disintegrate, when they fragment and disappear? We are in ourselves a collection of memory. This is how we develop who we are, how we relate to the world, and how we relate to others. How do we anchor ourselves in a situation where our memories start to disappear? When there's a dissonance between what we want to remember, what we know we should remember, and yet the context and narrative has disappeared. In this work, I'm trying to focus on the bodily experience of memory, moving away from the cognitive narrative and the need for context towards where the memory is stored within the body, where the movement takes form and focus, and we work between who we are when we're trying to ground ourselves and cope with feelings of dissonance, dissociation, agitation, fear, loss, yet at the same time that mindfulness presence where we don't have a before and after and we're liberated by the history of who we are and how we have been. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Bridget and I'm exhibiting my series Chasing Venus. The title of the series is really about the battle of creating and pushing through the phases of doubt and fear and unknown and going in search of creation. During my residency at the Yarra Sculpture Gallery, I was able to work and create in and for this space, and what has come out is a work about finding beauty and interest in something we can't quite figure out. And as it was a process-driven work, I was experimenting with new methods and mediums and allowing the art to unfold to me. I've tried to elevate the flowers to an unknown realm so that people can indulge in a moment and be curious and still. I hope people can spend time with the artwork to be transported and excited and just allow themselves to feel and experience something new and different.
My name is Fiona Taylor. My artwork is about the bar-tailed godwits, migratory shorebirds. They fly from Siberia to Australia and New Zealand. I see them at Altona and other parts of Hobson's Bay. They fly non-stop over 12,000 kilometres. Climate change and habitat disruption on their feeding grounds is caused their numbers to decline. We need to care for them better.
This work considers identity as a process of becoming rather than being. I've explored my evolving deaf identity, what my deafness means. The work is titled What, which reflects upon the endless times I'm forced and need to ask what. It is about access and inclusion. I consider the many layers of self and how too often deaf and hard of hearing people are invisible, feel invisible. So I have made 29 self-portraits to present myself and the many layers that make up my identity and the shift in place. The wall is painted pink. 7 stencils are sprayed with faces coming out in blue and orange. Hanging from a bar on nylon wire, invisible, are 29 copper electroform faces. They've been naturally oxidised, so some are shiny pink copper, some are grey with touches of pink and blue. There's a fan blowing, so they slowly move in the breeze, and spotlight is on them, so the copper wire faces cast shadows on the wall that slowly move. To the left of the installation are 12 silk-screened objects. Some are mainly in hoops, embroidery hoops. The faces are the image of the hanging faces. They've been beaded. They are pink, orange, black and blue. Fragments of the faces are beaded in glass Japanese beads.
I'm Alishani Ferry at the Yarra Sculpture Gallery's Summer Residencies. My work is titled Tactile Dialogues. My process of art making starts with walking to the site where the Lomandra longifolia plants grow. My aim is to use the leaves fresh on the same day. I store them in a vase of water because as they dry they become less malleable. This affects the structure formed, and the shape is also affected by the state of my emotional and mental well-being. I don't plan the final outcome. The abstract form emerges as part of the process. Each decision made during weaving is affected by the result of the previous decision. My abstract work consists of loops, knots, and interwoven leaves. Tiny structures formed from a single strip of leaf becomes intricate shapes woven together, organically developing from many small forms. Presenting in the Yarra Sculpture Gallery allows me to show the work at a larger scale, so I can invite the audience to interact with it. Movement and the scent of the grass are integral to the audience experiencing the work.
My name is Avan Anwar. I'm a visual artist. During my time at Yarra Sculpture Gallery, I have a very great time, and I was able to spend my time creating a large scale of artwork. So my work title is called Tomorrow, Another Day. I'm very grateful with the art resident at Yarra Sculpture because I was able to concentrate making what I am aiming to do. My time is helping me to come out and to connection with the other artists also, because there is a very beautiful, great artist. We are all experiment in a different medium, and it is so good to see all these artists together, gathering. And before, I never met them. I might have heard their name, but not closely. So I was very glad to able to have this chance. So thanks to the director and thanks to the manager of the Yarra Sculpture Gallery for this opportunity they gave me.